We are covering a handful of early bowl games with Jeff from BMOCmoves.com. I'm Peter Loshak. You're watching SBR videos. Right now we're going to tackle interesting bowl here, Miami and Washington State. And Jeff from BMOCmoves.com tells me this is his favorite bowl game, at least of the early bowl games, maybe the entire bowl season. So listen close. This is an interesting one, Jeff, right? Because Washington State, of course, was just money week in and week out during the regular season until Luke Falk went down. Then they got blown out in their last game. He is going to be back here. Gabe Marks is out, but they have, a ton of other receivers who he can throw to. Miami, though, a talented team, and they do now have a good amount of time to prepare for Washington State's sort of unique passing attack. And so, if they really want to, bear down and get a good, defensive scheme going, they certainly have the time to do it. The line right now is Washington State minus 2.5 or 3. Total is 62.5, but the Greek appears to have a very strong lean to the under. They're hanging 61.5. It's an interesting bowl. It's possible that Washington State could return to their massive value, their undervalued ways that they had for most of the year until their last game. Jeff, why'd you pick this bowl? What do you like?
Yeah, an interesting game here, Peter. Both these teams, you got to think next year might be their year for both these teams. But you look at Miami. Coaching change, kind of in twilight zone right now. They're kind of always a prominent team. Now you're in the Sun Bowl. How can you really be too focused? But you look at Washington State. What a year for them. I mean, you lose your first game to an FCS opponent. Yeah. You managed to beat several very good Pac-12 teams, and now you're in the Sun Bowl. They have a very solid coach. Don't have to worry about any coaching changes there. And you mentioned it, Peter. Luke Falk is the cog that makes this team go. This is a fantastic quarterback. He's been money all year. And you look at Miami. Brad Kai has been in and out with injuries. Very one-dimensional they are. I mean, at least Washington State tried to run the football. They tried to move around a little bit. Miami can't run the ball at all. Right. They're one of the worst run offenses in the country. I look at Washington State's defense and I say to myself, they've improved as well. They should get some pass rush on this inconsistent offensive line from Miami. Coaching's important here. This team they've gotten to a nice plateau here. It'd be nice to end the season on a high note. And I just think focus-wise, this is very much in Washington State's favor. I just don't think Miami's in the right psyche right now to go in and play a hot Washington State team. I know they lost to Washington, but they had their backup quarterback back in. I don't really put a lot of stock in that. And Miami is 0-4 over the last 4 bowl games against the spread. I think Wazoo ends the season on a high note and gets prepared for a pretty solid season next year. I think they're going to be really good next year. But I'm going to go Washington State here. I think they win this game, and I think they win this game in an absolute blowout. I don't think Miami is going to be prepared for this one at all. I don't like the coaching changes. Rick's not even going to be there.
Jeff from BMOCmoves.com believes that in their bowl game, once again, good value on Washington State right now. 2.5 and 3 are the market numbers. Jeff from BMOCmoves.com recommending play on Washington State minus 2.5. Thanks so much, Jeff, and tell us what your website, BMOCmoves.com, is all about.
It's a great time of the year, Peter. A lot of stuff going on. Bowl season's about to begin. I'm going to have some big plays this year in the bowls. College basketball started on a high note for us as well. I'm excited for Christmas. I'm excited for the winter. And I'm excited to be here at SBR Forum, doing a lot of bowls. Excited for a couple more down the road. But, Peter, again, it's a season of giving. Thank you for having me on this year. It's been very fun doing the videos.
Thanks for all your great analysis, Jeff. Very happy to give you the exposure. Thanks so much.
Thanks, brother.